Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. Stock market is looking for a topping process here. You can see S&P 500 is in this top blue box, which is the perfect box to basically take profits. You can see every time we go in this top box, we get a decline, and the bottom red box is where we want to buy. So where we are right now, you can see we test the top box multiple times here. This is linear regression chart. You can see we touched it here around 14th of October. Touched again here. If I zoom in, let me zoom in like this so you can see it clearly. You can see we touched here as well on 17th October. Slightly touch it on 20th of October, and now we're going down. All right. And it's the same story with the other indices I'll show you. So we really want this to go back. If you when we want to buy, few of my subscribers asked, I really want to buy below this line, which is 56.55. This is where I want to buy. You can see every time we go here. Let me go back to auto. You can see every time we go here, we bounce, we go here, we bounce. Best time, the extremely best time is buying below this linear regression, but that's very rare. So I'm looking for at minimum to go back, fall below this 56.53 on MES chart to buy back from where we are already down 0.5% future. So I'm looking for more downside around 3.73% more from here. That will my nice target area to buy. I think they will reach 6,000 at some point, 6,300 in spring, but I a correction will be very good, and 3 to 5% correction is very favorable for that next rally, for next leg higher. Nasdaq, same story here. You can see if I zoom in again, this is the area to short or to take profits. If you're buying, this is the area to buy, this is the area to buy. And where we are right now, we touched this upper boundary. You can see we came here, just slightly touched it on 26 September. We were here on above this line on 14th of October to 15th, few days. Slightly touched it here on Thursday, last Thursday, and now we are below. So again, I would like to buy Nasdaq below 19,000. So that's a perfect area to buy. All right, so let's go back to auto chart. Look at Dow Jones, same story here. You can see going down now in the neutral line, want to buy below 47 to 50, and Russell 2000, same thing here, came very close to the top box, now going back to neutral line. I really want to buy below 2177 on this Russell 2000. Same concept you can apply on Bitcoin. You can see here Bitcoin came above this box. You can see it came here on 9th of August, came here around 64K, which is on 24th of August, touched here again on September 27th, and again now it was touching last couple of days, and now it's cooling down a bit. Again, I would like to buy it below 61,300, and on Ethereum also similar concept. Let's look to buy below 2260. Hang Seng Index, China. Uh, Same story here. Hang Seng Index was blow off top, looking to buy below 17,737 or at least fill these two gaps. At least let it come back to neutral line. And Toronto Stock Exchange, same thing here as well, went above. This is a perfect area for a cool down happening right now. So yeah, so a lot of interesting information happening. So let's go back to the cycle analysis. Once I showed you these, let's see how things are doing on S&P 500. You can see here on SPX, we are in this declining phase, not declining, sorry. We are this topping phase, which should top this Friday. We are on Tuesday, so we got 9 count sell signal yesterday. I think they will try to hold this market until election. We'll see, and then we'll get a correction, maybe 3 to 5% after election. If they give it before election, then that's going to be very healthy for next leg higher. I really hope they do it before election and then they pump after election. So let's see what they want to do. But again, we are in the topping process looking for a decline here, all right? So this decline to take us to, which starts from 25th of October until 11th of November. So we got to be a bit cautious here. So looking for a top here and then a decline. VIX is also suggesting same thing, rising. VIX is making higher highs, higher lows. You can see here VIX higher highs, higher lows. So it can definitely pop out of this previous high, which is around 23.22. So keep that in mind. All right, so in regards to the live futures, you can see live futures right now. It's closing below, not closing, going below this green line. This is the first sign. So as soon as we close below green line, this is your first warning sign, which is 10 moving average. We can see we closed here, had a nice dump. We closed here, has a nice dump. Every time you need to be careful whenever it closes below green line. Here also a nice dump. So if it closed below today and green line, you gotta be cautious of another correction, maybe 3 to 5% like I showed you in the beginning. And then on SPY, if you want to see gaps, there are gaps around here, 568, and gap is around 559 on SPX. Same thing here. There's a gap around 5700, 5600, and 5600. So that would be a good correction if you get that. All right, and in terms of buy and sell zone, we are in the buy zone right now. If you're new, you want to know more about this indicator, subscribe, join my channel. There's a link in the description of this video. Click on join and let me know your user ID. I share these levels with all my subscribers, and every hour you can see what happened yesterday. Came to the buy zone, nice bounce from there. Now also we're in the buy zone, and we're coming from the sell zone. Okay, you can see we came here in the buy zone, came to the sell zone, again came to the buy zone. So easy trades here, a lot of money to be made using this indicator. So if you want to know more about this, you know what to do. All right, let's go to NASDAQ now. So NASDAQ right now down 0.7%, going towards buy zone, still a bit higher, 2333 is the area to buy. And you can see here also closing below green line. That's a first warning signal. And on NDX, let me show you the gaps. There are gaps here around 20, 180, then 19841, and then this is a bigger gap which is never filled around 19519. If I look at triple Qs, you can see this gap. They're trying to fill this gap around 491.16. So they will try to fill, maybe try to bounce after that. We did manage to close above green line yesterday, but today they're doing a gap down. And if this gap is not kept and bounced, then they will go lower. Next gap is around 482, and then the final gap is around 476. So keep that in mind. Dow Jones also trying to find support on this 20 moving average, DIA ETF. There's a gap here around 424. All these green lines are the gaps. And then the Russell 2000. Again, trying to find support on this 20 moving average. IWM is the weaker one. The gap is all the way down to 211. All right. So if it has to go from where it closed yesterday to fill this gap, we're looking for at least 4.58%. Now, if we get that, that's going to be a nice correction to buy, in my opinion. Levels perspective, Dow Jones is already in the buy zone and Russell is also in the buy zone. All right. So let's keep moving. Crude oil, commodities, you can see in the sell zone, crude oil. If I go to daily chart, crude oil is in front of resistance. You can see this was support before, support here, support here. Now it broke down, became resistance, broke out of it, could not hold support, and now back testing the support. Okay, if it failed here, we could come all the way down to mid 60s. That's where we could find some buyers. Bitcoin in front of this massive resistance, we tried to broke out a couple of days ago. 9 count sell signal, now closing down below this resistance. Um, this is a real test. Bitcoin really needs to hold above this downtrend line. If it cannot, then it's coming all the way down again. Let's see if there are any gaps that gave us a clue. There's no gaps near term, but all the gap is all the way down to 53 at 50. So that's way far. Ethereum is also finding resistance in front of this blue line, which is 20 EMA. And on Ethereum, actually, we filled this gap perfectly. So we can delete this. So you can see gaps mostly get filled. Now there's a gap down here, then there's a gap down above here, massive gap here around 2990. So let's see what they're going to do for Ethereum to fill this top gap. Bitcoin really needs to break out of this resistance. Multi-month resistance started on 13th of March. Really need to break out and bounce. All right, so we'll see if that happens soon or not. PPO is still above, green line is above red line. I don't want to see crossover. Ethereum, same thing here. So just be careful. Keep an eye on this PPO indicator as well. That could give you an early sign of topping. Natural gas bouncing out of this yellow line and trying to bounce here. Let's look at some levels. Let me show you level of Bitcoin. Bitcoin is in the buy zone today. Ethereum is in the buy zone. Natural gas is in the neutral zone trying to bounce. Gold is very, very bullish. I don't know why. Getting an 8 count sell signal today in the sell zone. So just keeps pumping higher and higher. Silver, you can see just blowing off like anything. 7 count sell signal, but still all-time high. Just going rocket higher. Copper. Copper is in the neutral zone. Palladium is going towards sell zone. Palladium is again, look to take profits if you're in profits. Soybeans is trying to form a bottom. Still a high low compared to this low. Let's see if it can bounce. Sugar was flagging last time I saw, so still flagging. Wheat really needs to hold. Not good. Wheat is going down, but it really needs to recover and close above 570 to regain control. Getting a 7 counts buy signal. Corn is bouncing from the buy zone. Again, got a 9 counts buy signal trying to bounce here. All right. Um, I think earnings wise, we have CNI earnings. Let's see what they're gonna do. CNI has been down since the top, which happened on 2024 March. So the top to the bottom, it's down what 16%. So earnings to after BULZ. So most likely it's gonna bounce. Now there is a gap here around 111.23. So they might want to fill that gap, and that would be it today. And then looking for a bounce. Let's see what they do. Um, in terms of other stocks, I really like Google and Microsoft, guys. So you can see it's Google is holding, it's barely holding above all moving averages, building momentum before earnings to break out. Microsoft also same thing like Google, just holding. Earnings will decide a breakout or breakdown for both of these stocks. So we'll see how it goes. Other than that, NVDA new all-time high, keeps going higher. Earnings will, if earnings are good, it's gonna go 150. Looks like it might go before touch 150 now. But again, few gaps are to the downside. All these stocks are at the all-time high. Apple, I'm not interested in buying. Amazon is in the middle. You can see Facebook is again all-time high. Netflix already broke out after earnings. AVGO also near high. So Tesla's earning coming tomorrow, so that will be interesting. So let's review it. Tesla is again testing this back downtrend line and holding above this 200 EMA. You can see after this show, Robotaxi just holding above this 200 line EMA. Breakdown can find support here. There's a gap also here around 202. I think long-term Tesla coming fill this bigger gap, 145. Maybe after earnings, they will try to dump it. We'll see what happens. Okay, guys, that's it for today. Good luck and see you later. Bye.